What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, I'm just doing a super chilled little first impressions. I wasn't really gonna film me doing my makeup, but I had to put a full face on anyway because I'm going out until 10 p.m. But yeah, I thought I would just sit down and film a little first impressions, try out some new stuff. I'm probably not gonna be doing the most craziest out there makeup look today because in all honesty, I can't be bothered. I just wanna do a brown smoky eye, maybe like a little fox eye situation. And yeah, I'm just gonna be trying out some new stuff, chatting a little bit with you all. This is one of the first videos I filmed since my little update video, so I just want to say thank you very, very much to all of the nice comments that I've received. Like honestly, like I don't want to talk about it too much because I'll probably cry again, and I want to not cry in this video. But yeah, thank you. I honestly really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm just gonna chuck some stuff on my face, so let's do it. I got a little bag. This is what I do. I literally like shop my makeup collection, like my like new makeup collection over there. I just go through my drawers and I'm like, yoink, like a little T-Rex. Oh, and yes, if you couldn't already tell, I have been squeezing my face. I can't help it. I get good skin and then I just see like a blackhead and I'm just like, and then this happens. Then I get breakouts. Like, okay, so first of all, not a new product, but I do just want to moisturize quickly. So I'm using the La Creme Concentrate from Ambré. This stuff is real good. Oh, I need to put my hair behind my face, don't I? You know what? It's been a while and I got this recently. We haven't done the headbands in a while. Maybe that's why I've been so sad, because I just haven't had the headbands to bring me joy in my life. Let's redo that. Oh, look. Oh, I feel better already. Who needs Prozac when you've got headbands, right? Right? Okay, so for primer, I have this one from Marc Jacobs. This is the Undercover Blurring Coconut Face Primer. Oh, it's quite a small little tube. So it's 15 mil. I swear primers are more normally like 30 mil or something. And it's like this just clear kind of gel looking situation. Doesn't really smell like coconut. If I'm honest, it just kind of smells a little bit like nail polish remover or like acetone or something. So that's fun. Let's put that on my face. Maybe I'll drink it as well. I'm only half joking. So it's kind of like a pore filly primer, and to be honest, it actually feels quite good. Like, it smells funky, but actually feels really, really good. It's kind of like, it's moisturizing, but also pore filly, so it's not like really, really dry on your skin, and it's not gonna make your skin look overly dry where you've put it, but it does seem to help to smooth everything out. Yeah, that's not bad. So now I have this very weird brush that honestly I've had for so long, and I'm just kind of thinking like, why don't I just use it today? Because like, I don't really understand what the purpose of it is. It's just kind of like, it's a little bit, it's very bendy as you can see, but I saw it and I was like, let's try it out today. So for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I have it in the shade 310. I think it's gonna be a little bit too dark for me, but I do have some lightening drops, I think, somewhere. Do I? Okay, so this foundation doesn't have a pump or anything, so I'm just gonna lob my brush in there. And let's just see. That actually might work because my concealer's a little bit lighter, so yeah, let's try it. Obviously, I'm matching my neck here, not my face. This definitely doesn't match my face right now. Yeah, if I need to, I can always just add like a little bit of the lightener or just some concealer or whatever over the top. So just trust me on this. I say trust me, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna see how this looks. Honestly, I quite like this brush. It's very, very weird. It's like a really weird shape, but kind of makes sense on your face when you're like using it. It's very, very soft as well. Let me know if you guys want me to do brush reviews or anything, because I have a load of brushes that I haven't used yet. So maybe I could do like a full face of first impressions, but like brush edition. Let me know. Might be a terrible idea, might be a good idea, who knows? I mean, the way that this is going on my skin, obviously it is a little bit too dark and a little bit too orangey for me right now, but this actually looks quite good. It is matte, but it is also quite like smooth on the skin. Like matte for me, on my skin anyway, matte just tends to mean quite dry looking, but this actually kind of looks how I would expect a matte foundation to look, although it is looking a little bit dodgy on my forehead. Actually, you know what, I take that back. I don't know how I feel about this. Like from a little bit further away, it looks really, really good, but then actually close up, I'm like, there's a few more dry bits there than I would like. And obviously, like, I just moisturized my face and used a hydrating primer on it. So it's like, what's a girl got to do around here? I'll tell you what she's got to do. She's got to add more. That's all. It's okay. I'll judge it better in a minute. But like right now, I'm like, it's fine. I'm not in love with it. I'm not like really hating it. It's just, I don't know. Right now, I'm just not really seeing the hype. Because I know there was a lot of hype about this foundation like back in the day. Right now, I'm just like, I don't know. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Barry M All Night Long Full Coverage Concealer. I feel like I've maybe used this before. I've used the foundation, but I feel like I've maybe used the concealer before, but I'm using it again. I'm telling you, they need to redesign this plastic packaging shit because it never comes off the way it's supposed to. Oh my God, I feel like I'm just looking more and more orange as I go on. Okay, so the shade that I'm using here is number 3 Cookie. I'm getting more and more orange. Like, it's not too far off my... Oh shit, I'm getting more and more orange, aren't I? I'm actually a little bit concerned about how orange I'm looking, so I'm going to take a tiny bit of my lightener, and obviously you're supposed to like mix this with your foundation at the time, but I'm just going to kind of go a little bit on my chin here. Like, I don't mind it too much when it's a little bit darker here, but it's when it's like on my forehead and everything, it looks a little bit wild. So I'll just try and almost blot that down with that lightener. Did that do much? I don't think so, but screw it. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this. Tiny little doe foot. This is, yeah, I feel like I have tried this before, and honestly, I don't remember if I liked it or not. I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to take this brush again. I feel like this could be good for under my eyes, this little bit here, so I'm just going to tap that on. Okay, it's definitely a lighter colour, which is good, because I might be able to balance out my face with it. Or maybe I haven't tried this, because actually... I thought I'd tried it and then I thought I didn't like it, but I actually quite like how it looks right now. Okay, I feel like this might save me a little bit here just by lightening up my face. I'm going to put a tiny bit in between my eyebrows here and on a couple of little spots that I've been picking. This one up here, I literally shaved off my face earlier on because I didn't like it. That's literally what I did. Okay, I'm going to do a bit down my little jowls. I don't love this packaging. Like, look how much force I have to use. I'm going to be I'm quite grumpy today, as you can probably tell. So I'm probably going to be a little bit picky. But like, look, I had to press really, really hard just to get that in there. I'm like, take no prisoners today. Like, I'm grumpy, so this better work out. Otherwise, I'm about to be a lot more grumpy. You know what? This brush is very kind of gimmicky, but I'm actually really enjoying it. It seems to blend things out quite nicely, and it's huge. It's like really, really big. That's what she said. So it's just kind of doing all my face in one swoop. I feel like I need a that's what she said counter in my videos. Okay, the base is definitely looking better now. It's definitely like a better color and everything. Now that the concealer's on and everything, I think it looks all right. So enough powder. I have the new one from Laura Mercier. This one is in the shade Honey. They say it's really good for like brightening your under eyes and stuff. I'm a little bit concerned it might be too dark for me, but I'm just gonna give it a go. I mean, it is just quite like a yellowy sort of powder, so it might be fine. I'm a yellowy kind of gal. But yeah, I've heard a lot of people say this is really good for brightening your skin if you're like my kind of skin tone. I'm sure it's just gonna be very, very similar to the one that I use on a daily basis anyway, but let's see. So I'm just gonna set my under eyes first. I mean, that works for me so far. Ooh, I actually really like that. It's a lot more translucent than you might think. Like, this is what it looks like in the pot. It does look quite yellowy, but actually, when you put it on, it is just quite brightening. I mean, you guys know my thoughts on this powder. I love it. It's definitely like one of my all-time favorite powders. Yeah, I might use this quite regularly, to be honest. And then I'll just set the rest down. I'm literally just like slapping the powder in my skin right now. You can probably hear it. I use the tiniest amount of powder, but I use tapping motions instead of buffing. And I tend to press it quite hard into the skin. And I just find that it doesn't look too matte or cakey or anything like that if you do just kind of press it into the skin. Around my forehead again, like it's a little bit dodged because of the foundation and or concealer combo. Yeah, I like that powder. I'm gonna keep that in my drawer next to me because that's actually a really good color if you're my kind of skin tone or maybe even a tiny bit lighter or even more of like a medium skin tone if you do want it to be super brightening. This is a good choice. So then for bronzer, I have the Maybelline City Bronzer. This one here is just in the shade Medium Warm. So I think I'm just going to go in with my Morphe E3 brush, which I actually just rediscovered. It was like stuck in the back of one of my drawers somewhere, and I was like, that's where you've been hiding. So I'll just take some of that, and I'll just start on my cheeks here. I'm using a really tiny amount first, just because obviously I don't want to go too bronze, considering my foundation was already a little bit too dark for me. Okay, it's actually not too pigmented, which isn't a bad thing for me because I do like to build up my bronzer. It actually looks a lot more red toned in the pan than it does in the skin, which is great for me. But like, it looks good so far. Just a little bit on my forehead. Like, I mean, you can see it's really not that intense, which is good. So I'm just buffing that on my cheeks, like a little bit above where I would normally put my contour. God, that spot really doesn't want to go, does it? Let me add it. I'm going to take a bit more concealer and I'm just going to tap that in over the top because I don't feel like it wants to be covered up. So if I just push it into the scab, then it'll just kind of dye the scab a more beige color. Sophistication, always. There's not a mirror in this compact. Okay, I'm then just going to bring it a little bit onto my cheeks, just the tiniest bit, because I don't really want to use much blusher today or any, to be honest. I just want to be bronzed just to make me feel fancy. Okay, that's actually... My base is looking a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be honest. Okay, so maybe not 100% matching the rest of my body, but it's okay. I'm going to be in the dark later anyway. It's fine. It's fine, she said as she like blends it down to her ankles. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I'm actually... You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the base products because actually I quite like it. Apart from the little tiny bit, like in between my eyebrows, which like now I know, I just won't use as much product there. But yeah, I don't mind it. So now for highlighter, I have this one from Milani. It's called the Strobelight Instant Glow Powder, and I have it in 02 Day Glow. I got this on Beauty Bay ages ago. So it looks like this, very pretty. And now let's see how it swatches. Okay, that looks nice. Looks a little bit too dark for me though. I mean, it should be okay. On this skin, it should be okay. Literally look at the comparison with my hands. I know my hands are like always a different color to my face, but like, it's not actually too bad for the rest of my body. This is like my natural tan, by the way. So before anyone comes at me and they're like, I don't know, just anything, because everyone comes at everyone for everything on the internet these days. This is my natural skin color at the moment. Just ignore my pasty hands. So yeah, it might work. I'm gonna take some of that on this Backstage concealer blender brush. I ain't using it for concealer blending. I'm using it for highlighter. Is anyone there? Let's like, maybe I need to dig in a little bit more because I think it is like a baked one. Is it? I don't know. Okay, take two. Okay, we have a little bit of something. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I get excited about every highlighter ever. It can be the most chalkiest highlighter in the world. I will still like it because I'm like a magpie and I like shiny things. This is like, I'm a little bit underwhelmed by it. Like, I don't dislike it because there's not much to dislike as such. I'm just a bit underwhelmed because normally I really rate Milani products. So I was quite excited about trying this. But yeah, it's a little bit underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have anything else I could use? Like, it doesn't, I'm gonna find something else. I need highlighter. Okay, let's give Milani another try. I have another highlighter from them. I think I actually got it the same time that I picked this one up. So this is called the Baked Highlighter and it's in the shade 120 Champagne Doro. So Milani, let's see if you can redeem yourself here because right now, like, you can do better than this. You can. I believe in you. Okay, let's try this bad boy. So we'll give you a swatch. This looks like quite a similar color, but it looks a lot more shimmery. Okay, again, hoping this is gonna be too dark for me. Let's see. That's a bit better. There we go. Okay, if you want something more subtle, why would you? Go for this one. If you want something a bit more intense, go for this one because they are actually pretty similar colors, to be quite honest with you. A lot of you guys are saying you missed the highlighter dance. Let's add some music over the top. Let's go all out. I've missed it too. Right. Highlight dance. Right now I'm just meat spinning my own tits right now. You see that? Well, this video took a turn. Yeah, I prefer this highlighter a lot more. It's just a lot more me, you know? My old manager, who I'm still really good friends with now, she's just no longer with the company that I'm with. She used to die every time I would put highlighter on my Cupid's bow. She would always make fun of me in every video. Like, say if it was like a sponsored one and she had to approve it and I would put stuff on my Cupid's bow, she'd be like, Steph, you say you're gonna put a little bit and then you literally end up with like an entire top lip just like silver. And I was like, it's the milk mustache, babes. Yeah, this one I recommend. This one, not so much. It does just look a tiny little bit, like a tiny bit chalky. And obviously it's not as shimmery. There's definitely better highlighters out there. Not mad I've got them because I just want to add to my ever-growing collection. They're like my little children. But yeah, it's not my fave. It ain't bad though. So next we'll move on to brows. So for that, I'm going to be using the Zings palette from Benefit. And as you might be able to see, there is a little ad pointing up there, but like I used to use this palette all the time back in the day and it was my favorite. It was actually the first product that actually got me into Benefit makeup. But yeah, as you guys know, I work with Benefit quite regularly and I just wanted to try this one out. So obviously I'm gonna be completely honest about it. If I'm not into it, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I used to use this palette literally way back in the day, back when I was actually working on counter in Debenhams. And yeah, they rejigged it. It's a lot bigger now. It used to literally be like a quarter of the size. So, oh my God. Looks like this. You have tons of different shades in there now. So you've got 3 different waxes, 4 different brow powders, and then you have 2 little brushes down here. I actually used to really rate the angle brush in the original Zings. Ooh, yeah, it looks kind of the same. So then we have this little spoolie and this little kind of flat brush here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush my brows through with the spoolie. I'm like brushing the foundation out of my eyebrows right now. Hey, Michael. I swear Michael always joins me in videos around about this time. No matter what time of the day I'm filming, he just, hello. You okay? Stretching your legs? Oh, you're happy to see me. So then the little booklet says to go in with one of these wax colors. So I think I'm actually gonna go in with the darkest one because it's like more of a cool tone. So I'm gonna take some of that. I used to mix the two of these together. So I used to mix the wax with the powder and it kind of created a pomade before I even knew like pomades existed. This is like back in the days when I was wearing like just BB cream and stuff. Yeah, it says just to kind of run this through your brows with the angle brush. I literally never used to do this, but actually it fills in your brows like quite naturally almost. Like I would never really have thought of doing this because it's a wax, but actually it just kind of just gives your brows a little tint. Okay, now I want to do what I used to do back in the day. So I'm going to go in with the wax and I think I'm going to go a little bit lighter than I would normally go. I'm going to take this one here and I literally just mix the two together, then go back in with a bit more wax, mix the two together, and then just make sure it's all good on the back of my hand. Yeah, it literally just creates like a pomade. And then I'll just run that through my brows. And then yeah, I'll just go through a little bit at the front of my brow with that and just use kind of like the angle. And then I'll just fill in a tiny bit on my arch over here. I hope you can see this. Sorry if I'm covering up my face. You guys know what it's like when you do your makeup. Sometimes you just need your mirror like right here. Okay, that's literally exactly how I remember it. You just get more choices of colors, which I really kind of rate. All right, so then for my eyes, I'm gonna go in with this NARS palette here. I've had it lying around in my drawer for a while and I don't know, I just kept kind of like just passing by it. But then I opened it the other day and I was like, okay, now give me a minute because they're not the easiest palettes to open, oddly enough. Like, I don't know how people open these. I am never shutting that again. So yeah, this is what the palette looks like. And can you see why I was like shook that I hadn't actually used it yet? Because honestly, it's just like the nicest neutrals palette. So first of all, I think I'm gonna go straight in with this shade here. This is literally just like my go-to shade for my eyeballs. So I'm just gonna pop that in my crease and blend that out. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend that in around my crease. So far, so good. And then using the same brush, gonna go in with this slightly darker shade here. It's almost like a gray. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting you to be that pigmented, okay. And I'm just gonna plonk that all over my lid for now. I might leave the inner corner slightly bare, or just like the inner third. I don't think I've ever properly used NARS eyeshadows before, to be honest, and I don't know why. Instantly super smoky. Just wing that out a touch here. And then I can't, this color's calling my name here. I'm basically just going darker and darker, and then eventually I'll just end up looking like a panda, which is fine by me. Pandas are cute as hell. So I'm just gonna tap that more so on the outer corner. And then again, blend that in my crease. Like, I'm basically just blending together 3 of the same shade. They're just a little bit darker than each other. Yeah, that's basically all I'm doing. It's kind of just like a really messy, smoky eye. Okay, it looks a bit wild right now. But like, hopefully it'll look a little bit better in a minute. I'm then gonna take this little pencil brush and I'm gonna go in with this metallic shade down here, I think. I don't know. Let me swatch them. Okay, that one's a little bit too bronzy. Yeah, that one looks better. I'll just show you guys the swatches there. So I'm gonna tap the excess off there and I'm gonna pop that right on the inner corner here. The more that I'm blending that, the more like foiled it's becoming. It's cool. Computer's just telling me I have an update. Not right now, I'm actually quite busy. And then, yeah, I'll just bring that slightly more so onto my lid. And then I think I'll probably go in with that slightly more bronzy color and just slowly bring that onto my lid a little bit more. In fact, I might even take some more of that color in oh, that wasn't the color that I used, was it? Oh, it's okay, I'll wipe it on my sweatpants. They're dirty anyway. In fact, I might even go in with a little bit more and just pack it on. Like, I'm going super messy right now. Basically today, I just want to look cute, but I can't be bothered. So I'm just doing everything really rough and hoping from afar, in the dark, I'll look good. So then I'm gonna take this shade here again, like the medium cool tone, and I'm gonna run that on my lower lash line. And I'll just take my powder brush from before and just kind of like sweep that underneath just to make sure we're all good there. So like, I know I said I wanted to keep it simple, but I do kind of want to do a bit of a wing for once. So I'm gonna take this random brush. I think it's from Technic, maybe. It's like, maybe Primark, I don't know. But it's like quite this long angle brush. And I'm just gonna do a little flick, just like that. And then I'll just clean it up with this angle brush here. And then with a slightly smaller brush, I'll just kind of drag it outwards. Like, I kind of want it to just blend in with what I've already done, then just come out as like a little bit of a wing. And And then I'll go back in with my fluffy brush and just diffuse that. You see, kind of. Hopefully it'll look better when I've got lashes on. Okay, I wasn't expecting to go that intense. I really wasn't. So then I think I'm gonna go in with this little shade here, the one that I used in my inner corner just to highlight my brow bone. And then I actually have this eyeliner pencil from Marc Jacobs. I've had it for ages. It's just been kind of like lurking in my drawer. This is the Fine Liner Ultra Skinny Gel Eye Crayon. It's in the shade Truffled. So it's like quite a dark brown kind of shade. So I'm just gonna do a bit of tight lining here. And then I'm also gonna work it onto my lash line a bit as well. And just kind of smudge it out. And I might even do the same a little bit on my lower lash line, like not too much. I find when I do my waterline like really, really opaque, it just makes my eyes look a little bit silly. But if I just add a tiny little bit just to get rid of basically the beiginess of my eyelids, I just kind of like run it in my lash line like so. And then also into my inner corner here. And then the tiniest little bit here. So just like a little fox eye situation. I think the toughest thing with a fox eye makeup look is the eye boogers that inevitably happen. So then I'm just gonna kind of blend that in a little bit with one of the angle brushes from that Benefit kit, because all of my brushes are dirty. Okay, well this took a turn. Okay, and then apparently I'm going onto my wing again because I'm not done apparently. And I'm gonna fill that in because apparently I keep changing my mind today. 1 minute I'm like, just keep it natural, something subtle, not too much. Next minute I'm like, what else can I add to my face? This eye pencil's really good actually because it seems to like stay where you put it, but it does also seem to blend out nicely as well. So then for mascara, I'm going to be using the new NARS Climax. There's a lot of NARS today. I feel like there's like a theme going on here. There's Marc Jacobs, there's NARS. But yeah, I'm going to be using the NARS Climax today. I think this is supposed to be waterproof. I think. I love the original Climax mascara, so I'm looking forward to trying this actually. I'm going to focus it mostly on my outer corner, kind of like the outer 2/3. Again, just to kind of like lift my eyes a little bit. Okay, damn. They weren't playing around with this stuff. This is a chunky mascara. If you don't like chunky lashes, you might not like this. However, luckily for me, I love chunky lashes. So then for lashes, I have these ones from the Molly May collaboration with Tati Lashes. Tati Lashes? Why did I even say it like that? These. Anyway, I'm going to be cutting these quite short. I'm probably going to be taking off like at least 1/3 of them because I do just want to create some like little wispy outer corners. So yeah, they look like this, just fairly standard kind of wispy lashes. They're literally called the Everyday Lashes. And yeah, I'm just going to line myself up because if you guys have seen my fox eye makeup tutorial from before, the way it kind of works with this is if you want to make your eyes look a little bit longer, just put the lashes a little bit higher like on your wing, just so it does kind of like lift the ends of your lashes. So yeah, so I'm going to take off a little bit. I'm going to take off the first kind of 2 clusters, I think. Yeah, I might just kind of do it like that. So then for my lash today, I'm going to be using the Tati Lash Glue as well. I haven't used like a squeezy tube. Oh my God, squeezy tube of lash glue in so long. Yeah, I'm just going to run that along the lashes. Not really heard anything about this lash glue, to be honest. So I'm very curious. And then yeah, I'm going to take the lash. All right, let's see if I can do this on camera. I probably can't, but let's see. So I'm going to plonk that down on there. Oh my God, don't you just hate it when your lashes get stuck to your lash tweezers? Let's try some other ones. Then yeah, for the outer corner here, I'm just going to drag it outwards a bit. You might not necessarily be able to see now, but by the time I've kind of like tweaked my own natural lashes a little bit and also filled in between my natural lashes and the new lashes, it should all kind of like mesh together and it should just give me a little bit of a lift. Like you can see there, my eyes droop down ever so slightly a little bit here, but ain't no droopage here, boy. I see some girls on Instagram and they just put their lashes on like it's no issue and I'm like, what kind of wizardry is this? Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that for a minute just while the glue kind of sets and then I'll give them a squish. So for my lips, I mean, when I go out later, I'm just gonna be doing a nude, but let's try and do something a little bit different. Maybe one of these shades. These are both from Zoeva. This one and this one. I'm kind of feeling this like gray blue. So this is called Life Portion and it's like, I love this kind of color. Like I really do. First I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Too Faced lip injection. I know I've got a face full of fillers, but this stuff genuinely works. Like I'll leave it for a few minutes and I'll probably wipe it off in a second, to be honest. I don't really use it too much on its own. I just kind of like let it do its thing and then wipe it off. I think now, just while I'm waiting for my lips to plumpen up, I'm gonna give my lashes that little squish that I mentioned earlier. I find the technique with lash squishing, if you don't wanna actually like pull them off your face again, is to do your usual squish like so. And then open your tweezers and then pull down just so it's not like pulling them up off your face. Ooh, I feel it working. It kind of like starts to tingle. And then yeah, I'm just going to manipulate some of my natural lashes there just so they're all kind of blended together. And then just to fill in the gap, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty lifeliner. And I'm just going to take the pencil side because I do just want to fill in a few little gaps there. Like I said, in between my own lashes and the falsies. So I literally just like stick it in there and wiggle. It kind of depicts my sex life, to be honest. Ooh. So basically what the lip plumper feels like, the extreme one, is it just feels a little bit kind of like, a little bit spicy, a little bit peppery. It doesn't last forever, like the feeling. But like you can see my lips are getting bigger. Like they're getting redder, they're getting bigger. It's because my lips are basically getting irritated by the product. It's bringing the blood to them, so they're just looking fuller. All right, I'm just gonna take that off. Like my lips are so much redder now. I know they obviously had like a little bit of foundation on them still, but you can see like they're looking a bit fuller. So then I'm gonna take down the redness, which I basically do because I feel like it kind of gives me like a cleaner line when I do apply like liquid lipstick and stuff. So I'm gonna take this shade here, make sure there's not too much product on my brush, and then just go in. Honestly, if I didn't get weird looks from doing it, I'd probably wear a color on my lips like this most days. Okay, maybe not most days, but like I'd wear it more often than I probably should. Applying nicely. I love it. I love it. It's opaque. It feels quite nice on my lips so far. I fucking love it. Oh, and it's like I'm kind of like matching. Okay, right. Let's look. Let's assess. I'm quite happy with that. Okay. All right, guys, be right back. Gonna go off camera, do the other eye, and then I'll check back with you guys for the final look. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. As you can see, I changed my lips up. I only did them very, very roughly. Like, I'll probably, to be honest, I'm not feeling this little lip combo again. I picked up the wrong lipstick. Honestly, guys, I'm a mess today. Like, I'm a mess every day, but today is like a whole other level. But yeah, I thought I picked up Nude Embrace. I picked up the shade Purely Nude, which is a lot lighter. So, like, I'm not really feeling this lip, but honestly, like, I just can't bother. I'm just done, okay? I'm just done. But yeah, I took off the liquid lipstick. I'll include a little macro shot here, but I took off the liquid lipstick because literally after like 20 minutes, not even that, probably like 10 minutes, it was like going really kind of like faded on my lips and it just wasn't a cute look. Like when you're wearing a color like that, you need something to look completely opaque and that just wasn't. So yeah, I took that off. So yeah, I did just kind of go for like a nude, like a brownie tone nude, reddy tone nude. What even kind of nude is this? I don't even like it. But yeah, it'll do for now. I'll probably change my mind again in 5 minutes. But yeah, for right now, it'll do. Overall, I mean, I'm okay with the makeup. I'm just not like fully obsessed with it. I don't know. In all honesty, I feel like I could have done this a little bit better. But I gotta go in a minute, so whatever. Let's have a little look. I actually really, really like the base now. Like, it's not my fave, don't get me wrong, but the base, like, I'm really kind of digging it. The Marc Jacobs liner, so far, it hasn't budged on my inner corner. Obviously, I've had it on this inner corner for a while now, and usually it would have gone like a little bit kind of like just gunky and janky and not nice looking. Eyeshadow palette was good. Brow palette was good. Highlighters were okay. Mascara was really good. I like the lashes. I actually really quite like the lash glue. I don't normally like a squeezy kind of tube, but this lash, I can't talk. This lash glue, it's actually really good. So yeah, sorry I've been so grumpy today. I'm trying to film videos. I'm trying to be upbeat and stuff. And like, you know what? Sometimes it just doesn't happen. But I needed makeup on my face regardless of the situation. So I thought I would just sit down and film it with you all. I hope you liked it. I'm not going to do a proper check-in later, but I will include a little macro shot later on, like right now. So I'll put the timestamp and everything on screen just to let you guys know how the makeup is wearing after X amount of time. But yeah, as always, I will leave links to everything in the description box down below. Let me know what you guys think of this makeup look. Let me know if you tried out any of the other products that I tried out today. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one. I need a damn drink. I need a drink.